Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to Readings and Healings with Deepal. I am Deepal Shah, and I'm here every Wednesday to help you get better health and well being. I want to welcome you today. Let's see, we've got Dana on today, and she's going to be here with me in just a moment. But what I want to talk about is the power of now. That's what we're going to talk about today. So, we're going to get started in just a moment. But what I want you to do is go ahead and tag somebody that you love and know that they could use a healing today, or if they just want to scan. I want to have as many people as possible on these shows that we do every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, just to lighten up someone's day, to brighten their day up, to help them move through all these different times in their lives, whatever's going on, whether they're on a spiritual journey or a healing journey. I want to be here to help them find that next step, find momentum, and get out of that stuckness. And I know a lot of you empaths know a lot of people. So go ahead and share, and we'll get started in just a moment. All right, and we are back. Welcome, everyone. I hope you had a chance to tag somebody that you love and you invited them here to our show today. Hello, Destiny. Hello, Jean. Hello, Vladana. How are you, my dear? All right, I'm just messing with the lights a little bit because I want to make sure that I have enough lighting and that you guys can see me and hear me. And we are all here today on this wonderful Wednesday. I hope you had a beautiful Easter break. I know I did, and just came back from some sun, some beach, some water. It was just so nice to have a wonderful water healing. It was just a beautiful place in Punta Cana. And I'm so happy to be back here with you today as we talk about the power of now. And I want to just talk a little bit about this because I know we talk, you might hear a lot of the spiritual gurus and everyone talking about being present. And sometimes we just don't know how, right? It's difficult to know how to be present when your mind consistently is programmed to not be in the present. When I was growing up, I was always taught that I have to think about the future. And it really bothered me because I didn't get to enjoy the present. As a child, you enjoy the present because that's all you're thinking about is the present moment. But as you get older, your parents start teaching you that you have to think about the future. It is so important to think about the future. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? When do you want to have kids? When do you want to get married? All that stuff. When do you want to retire? For goodness sakes, it's never ending. Right. But in our spiritual community, and what we're trying to teach other people is how to be present in the now. Now we're like going backwards into, okay, let's reteach you what you didn't learn in school or at home, because now you're not very present and you're not very conscious and aware, and you're just living in the past or the future. And this is creating a lot of health problems in so many people because guess what this creates? When we live in the past and the future, what happens is our nervous system starts to remember, right? The brain and the spine are part of the nervous system. The brain, parts of the brain start to remember. There's a memory bank and it starts to recall all the past memories, but it creates the future. And in the middle, here we are, we dump into this thing called stress within our body. And now we live in fight or flight. And we're not able to achieve the things we want to achieve, whether it's greater health, relationships, wealth, whatever it is, those careers that you've always wanted to achieve, or maybe speaking engagements. I want to be a speaker. I mean, I'm already speaking on summits and I'm speaking on podcasts and doing all these things, but I want to speak on stage. That is my desire, to speak on stage. And to be honest, yeah, there are fears that come up. There are failures that I have had on stage where I completely shut down and I'm like, oh my goodness, what if that happens again? Right? So our past traumas can make it very difficult to live in the present and take that next step to what we have dreamt about or what we want to desire in our life. And so today I want to help you overcome that anxiety or worry, the overthinking, the distractions, the lack of this present moment, and how we can do that. Because the present moment is that concept of finding inner peace and contentment and focus, of being in this moment and not getting caught up in those worries. How many of you are feeling any of these things that I mentioned to you? Because if we can root ourselves in mindfulness, that can help not only our healing journey, but also our spiritual journey. Our spiritual journey has so much to do with that awareness, that consciousness. How can we get that conscious gland, right? We have a conscious gland here, but we also have some conscious glands in the back of our head. How can we awaken them? Yeah, it's easy to say, let's let go of the past. But it is very hard for many, many people. And I've seen it again and again in my clients. And I teach each and every person how to become more spiritual and heal their bodies in my Quantum Body Awakening Intuitive Medical course, which is open right now. If you are looking to become a medical intuitive, please email me, okay? Because I have some wonderful, wonderful tools and techniques to help you be on your journey, okay? Now, I see a lot of you people are here. And I want to welcome each and every one of you. So, hello, hello, Kulpreet. Hello, how are you? So wonderful to see you, my dear. All right, so share this out with the people you know. That's number one. And I'm going to bring Dana on in the meantime. All right. Hello, Dana.
Hi, Deepal. Hi, everyone. It's good to be here with you.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. Oh, you sound so clear. I love it.
Good. For half a second, I thought I heard an echo, and I thought, oh no.
I know, that's why we've had issues before. So
I
I'm like,
know.
oh my gosh, you sound so clear.
Yes.
The divine is listening. All right. So today we're talking about the power of now and being in this present moment, just because I feel like we're always so lost. We're
Oh, yeah.
always looking and seeking, and we're not finding where we want to be because we're not really honoring the present moment. And so we have a lot of people here, and I know Vladana says, no matter how much I work on it, it's a stubborn habit. Yes, I agree. It is a habit, right, Dana? I mean, what do you find about these, the power of now, like just being in the present?
A habit is a great word to use because it isn't. And, it does take some conscious action. Oh, there I go again, right? So you catch yourself and you go, oh, I'm doing it again, right? And then instead of beating yourself up, just have a giggle and go, I'm doing it again. Okay, hold on. Just be aware, because putting attention on a problem really, or a habit, is when you're able to shift it. And it's little by little, but if you keep doing it, you'll start to catch yourself. I'm going into that worry space. I'm going into
That's so true.
2 years ago. This, yeah. And I love the expression in Reiki. We say, if you catch yourself doing that, it's just, stop, take a minute, just take okay, I'm doing it again. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and just say, oh, just for now, I'm grounded and present, right? And so
And it's as simple as that, right?
Truly,
I am present. which will trigger your mind. It'll reverse where you're not, and it'll trigger your mind to say, oh, come back, right? Yeah.
Yes, 100%. And even another little trick, I do this a lot in my healing sessions with people. One of the first things I do is ask them to call their attention and awareness back to them from wherever it is. And that is usually the present or the past. But you could just say that statement to yourself. Like everybody can do this. I'm calling my attention and awareness back to me now. And you will, that will also help ground you into the now, into the moment. So another little trick, tidbit.
It is so difficult. Even when I'm driving, sometimes, like if the phone rings or if a message comes through, like you just want to answer it as if it's an emergency when it's not, okay? But it's like a habit, right? So we have to learn to break the habits of not being in the present moment. And I've had to work very hard on that. And even still continue to do so because there's too many distractions, right? My husband will always tell my dad or my daughter, like, when you're studying, try not to get so distracted by everything, right? But I'm like, wait a second. I think we all need to use that message because we're always going to have distractions, right? When we were young, we had no distractions. I mean, do you remember just being a child? I mean, I don't know if we're raising kids right now or really just raising adults.
Right, right.
It's been very, very interesting path. And I don't think, and now, with artificial intelligence coming along, there's a lot of talk about that. And where is our brain going to be? Where is everything going to be? I just don't know anymore. It's kind of
Mhm.
scary. It really is. But let's go ahead and do a group message for today. I think you picked out a card, right?
Well, I did before we got on, and of course, it's so apropos as these things usually are with what you were just talking about. And the card is from my Ascended Masters deck. This is the Doreen Virtue Ascended Masters deck, and so wait, where's my camera? Okay, so let it go,
Ooh, I love it.
let it go, Kuan Yin. And yes, but I love, you already brought in that energy of, oh, I tell myself all the time to let it go, and our friends and family, let it go, let it go. We hear this all the time, but how do we actually do it? And we've just been talking a little bit about that. Kuan Yin, I really love working with her energy. She's one of my guides, and she just, so what's just coming in also is compassion for yourself when you're having trouble letting it go, because
Yes.
then we go into
Yes, being
resistance.
kind. Yes. And maybe even calling in our guardian angels, right?
Mhm.
Calling in our whoever we believe in, right? Whatever we believe in. Calling in that higher power. I think that can do so much for us.
Yes, at 100%. And exactly. And Kuan Yin, guardian angel, Kuan Yin is here to help. Sorry, I can't find my camera. Is here. I keep, anyway, I'm on an iPad, so I'm like, where's the camera? Um, but she's here to, call her in, call your guardian angel, and just, hand it over. Just, ask for help me to let this go. But the message about, okay, I get, again, it's something that we need to work on, but let's think just about the idea of stopping struggling with something, right? Even if it's like, I don't know if I really want to let it go right now because I still kind of want to be mad about it. Okay, but I'm going to stop fighting it. I'm just going to be in allowance, and actually be an allowance that you're mad, because then you're fighting being mad or whatever emotion you're feeling, disappointment or whatever. But let's say it's mad, you're mad about something. So just, okay, I'm going to let go of thinking that I shouldn't be mad. It's not okay to be mad. Like, feel it. And so, emotions, we all have them. Life happens. So whatever emotion or experience you are having, feel it and allow it. Okay, just for now, I'm really mad about that, but I hold open the space that in 5 minutes I'll be able to move past. I'll stop. I'm gonna. Another one I love is like, fine, I'm mad. I'm gonna stew. Then I'm gonna put it in a box. Okay, I'll be mad for 3 minutes, and it's going in the box. The box is going to. I like to hand it to my guides. You can put it on a shelf, whatever you want to do. But okay, we're done. Now I'm letting it go. Right. So, but I think sometimes it's hard to let go because we don't actually allow ourselves to feel what we're upset about. Like we're like, oh, I have to push it away. I'm not supposed to cry. I'm not supposed to be mad. I'm not supposed to whatever. So then how are we ever going to move past it? Right. So allow yourself to feel it, and that will help you to move it through.
Yeah, and that way you could be more present and be in the now, right?
Exactly.
Anything that we can allow to shift because we're creating a shift. We are all creators. We are all light workers, empaths, highly sensitives, and we need to take care of our energies because if you don't, nobody else will. So we have to take care of our energies. And I know a lot of you are caretakers. You're going through some really tough times. And that's why we do these Wednesdays healings and readings. And if you want to work with Dana, I'm just going to put this up just because right now we are having a Easter sale that is still going. You still have 24 hours to grab Dana's specials for the Easter sale. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I think everything is like $99 for a session with Dana, and she's amazing. All the clients have nothing but good things to say about Dana and her work. So please check that out. It's anandaforlife.com/Dana, and you will find all of her offerings right there on that page. You could just click whichever one you would like, and voila, you'll have a session with Dana. All right. So I'm going to go to the comments because we do have a few comments. Oh, why don't we do a community healing and then we're going to get to some of these healings. I know there's quite a few people. Hello, Sandra. Good to see you. And in the meantime, why don't you guys, for those of you who didn't already write down exactly what you'd like a healing for, please go ahead and write down one thing that you would like a healing for, okay? And if you resonate with what we're saying or anything that's coming up, please do put that in the comments, okay? Or if you're feeling anything, because if we work on one person, we're pretty much working on everyone. But we like to start off with a community healing so that way everyone receives some form of healing no matter what is coming up in your life. So, Dana, do you want to guide us through a process?
Absolutely, I'd love to. So let's all just take a nice deep breath. You can close your eyes if anyone's driving. Just you can follow along, obviously, but don't close your eyes. But as best you can, just relax and take a nice deep breath. And the first thing I'm going to bring in the frequency of Kuan Yin and compassion, love for self, forgiveness, all of that. Just bring in the beautiful frequency of Kuan Yin and a beautiful pink light moving through all of your crowns for everybody. And what's the first thing we want to do is cut the cords to past situations. So what's holding us stuck? So let's do a cord cutting for all of you and even my guides are telling me we're going to just cut all cords, but even projections, right? That's a cord, if you will, to the future. So let's cut all cords for all of you, and attachments to outcomes, to old energies, to whatever you all have going on in your world. So creating space, and I'd also like to just clear out any energy that's not even yours. So that's a really wonderful thing to do as well, because we do pick up so much energy from other people. So really clearing space for you to be in your own essence. And having said that, I love to ask people to call their attention and awareness back to them from wherever it is in time and space. So just enjoy that quiet, if you will, of, oh, wow, here I am in my essence, surrounded by this beautiful pink light, free of these cords. My attention is back with me. I'm just here. And guess what? I'm present. I'm just being present with myself. And any of you who feel so called, a really beautiful way to just feel that is hands, one or two hands on your heart. You can put a hand on your heart. You could put one on your belly and your solar plexus and just be present. And just for now, we're going to be present. And let this beautiful pink light from Kuan Yin start to move through all the stuck places. So I know I should let this go, but why can't I? Let the light just soften those stuck ruts that you're in and start to dissolve, release, and remove these. And let's release stress, old stress, current stress, stress from the cells of your body, all stress. Even your ancestors' stress. I no longer need to carry my ancestors' stress. Feel how that's shifting for you. I no longer need to carry my mother's stress. I no longer need to carry my father's stress. I no longer need to carry my own stress. And being present in that heart space, get out of the mind and just stay in that heart. That's why it may help to have that hand on the heart, because you're really feeling that connection with yourself in the here and now. And we'll just bring a waterfall of this pink light to just release any debris that may be still moving out. Just, another wave of this light to just help clear this energy, clear the old stress and anything preventing you from being present in the now, letting those worries go about what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened last week. And letting Kuan Yin just really light up that beautiful heart of yours with vibrant, joyous, divine love. And just regrounding everybody. I'm sending you so much love.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, so tell us how you're feeling already, because I was yawning, and the way I release is yawning. So you might release a different way by crying, and or by coughing. You might have felt tingling. You may feel various sensations, and that is all normal. Okay, so I want you guys, if you're a first timer here, I want you to know that. Okay, so we do have some people, and I would love to help out. Let's see. I don't know who Facebook user is, so if you can put your name, that would be so helpful. All right, because we cannot do a healing unless there's a name there. And so let's see. Hello, Deeple, a card for me. Well, Gulprith wants a card, so we can do a card for you. Let's see what we get. Dana, why don't you pull a card and I'll pull a card on my end, and let's see what we get.
Okay.
I love pulling cards, guys. I do that on TikTok. I have a TikTok account. It's called The Deeple Shaw. If you guys have TikTok, I'd love for you to join me there. I usually do card readings there quite a bit, and really enjoy it. All right. So I know there's a lot of new people here today, so I'm glad you're joining. Well, this is interesting. What'd you get, Dana?
So I got, I used, I'm using a different deck because that's what I was called to do. So I got, it's about appreciation. And so the front of the card is, in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. And the back of the card, appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we've ever witnessed anywhere in the universe. And again, that stems the being present and being in with compassion for self. That's what I
I
got.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
What did
So
you get?
yeah, so I got speak your mind with confidence. I feel like you're not able to speak your mind. And when you do, it's not that I almost get like that introvert, shy energy from you. And so you don't seem very confident. And so what the guides, actually Archangel Michael comes through, and so many unicorns and horses. Well, I guess they're all unicorns, but there's so many of them that are giving you this balance. They're saying balance of mental and emotions is going to be necessary for you to move forward and take charge and be the leader that you want to be. I hope, Gulbrit, that resonates with you. There is Archangel Michael, a time of positive change, a situation to move forward. I just said that without even reading that. I was just tuning into the card, and the next card said that. So it's really going to be very, very important for you, Culprit, to really just, if you want to come out more confident, to check in with what your thoughts are saying, okay, is what I'm getting. So I hope that helps. Let me see. Okay, she hasn't responded. So let me know if that resonates with you, my dear. Vladana says, no matter how much I work on the mind, it's a stubborn habit. And I think we have read that before. Hold on. She has another message. I have some health and relationship issues repeating themselves because of it. Can you please scan me for blocks? Okay. So we can either pick a card to scan, or you could scan the body. So I'm going to use cards today because I'm really guided towards that. There's a lot of beautiful messages. And I'm also going to do scanning through the body as well, whatever I get. What are you getting, Dana, for her?
Perfect. So I'm doing a scan because I was drawn immediately to her sacral chakra. And so sacral is your second chakra right below your navel. So creation, I mean, that is one of the seats of our creativity, is that sacral. And I feel that you are trying to, health and relationship issues, you're trying to get past them, you're trying to create a new pattern. But because this block in the sacral is preventing creating a new pattern, you keep being pulled into the same story. And this feels I'm just looking at where the root of the root of the root is this, and there's a past life struggle. And one thing I'm getting is I never get what I want, and it's a lot about worthiness and deserving. So I'm just going to do a little healing on that for you, and we'll see what Deepal gets for a card, but I'll work on that sacral chakra blockage for you.
All right. So there is competing goals. There's something that you are looking to do, but there's some competition there. And there's some details that you really need to take a look at. There is going to be conflict with others, which you may be going through right now, but there is, things are looking up for you. Okay. There is an end to the difficult situation that you are going through. And one of the things that you might want to consider is just getting away for a little while. It seems like you feel like you're in a cave, like you're kind of stuck, but there's this beautiful light and there's nature, and you might want to go and spend some time in nature to help you if you can't get away somewhere else. but there's this energy of five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there's this energy of five coming through. And I don't know if you're dealing with five things or five different decisions or five different energies that are really bombarding you right now that are coming from the past and the present kind of colliding. So it is going to be time for you to make some decisions, but know that whatever you're going through, it is going to come out very strong. So that is the message from the guides.
Mm,
Yeah. And Dana, how did those blocks look now?
lovely. So I'm seeing, again, it looked like a rock sitting in your sacral, just the way I see the energy. And now I'm seeing a flow. So that block has been removed, and there's a lot of pressure behind that. So there is a flow being restored to the sacral chakra, which is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Feel that
Oh,
movement now. So see how that works for you.
I love it. So Vladana does have some other things. She has been through some concussions in the past 2 months, and her
Mhm.
blood pressure jumps and it falls in short periods of time. Is it possible? I know we want to move on to other people who are here, so we don't have time to work on that. She does say you're both right. Thank you. Bless you. But Vladana, if you do get a chance, do work with Dana as she does some amazing work, and you can have your one-on-one time with her, and it's $99 right now. So take that opportunity because they don't come very often. So make sure you get proper healing, especially for your heart, guys. When it comes to your heart and your heart is showing symptoms, do not wait too long because there's a lot of emotions we stick within the heart, and we want our heart to be expansive and open and light. Okay. Um, all right, let's see. Oh, Deborah says major gurgling in the stomach. Well, she's already feeling some energy, but she's repeating stories in her head, right? And so when somebody's repeating stories in their head, right, going from the past or future, let's go ahead and scan her. What's happening around her head and what channels are blocked here? What are you getting, Dana? Let me know.
So I'm just seeing a, no, not surprising because this is exactly what she's describing, but I'm seeing this energy. I see it like spaghetti, kind of this energetic loop of, okay, we're going in circles, repeating those stories. So that is just how I'm seeing this. So I just want to clear that energy out, take all that, and because it's like the word I'm hearing is imprints of those stories, like energetic imprints are just in your field. So let's clear the field, and get rid of these imprints. So it's almost like, when you have those things in a doorway, the streamers, and you have to like go through them to get out. She's got to go through these imprints to get moving forward and leave that
And
stuff.
you're so right. You're so right because the card that came up with for her was focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader is what's coming up for you, even though you think you can't. There's a big part of you that was a leader in a past lifetime and is a leader in this lifetime, but fears are surrounding you. And there's something about money coming up too. And you also have this fear of accepting help from others. I don't know if there's some uncertainty in your employment. If you're working at this time or whatever you're doing, there's some uncertainty going on in that area. But if you can refocus and start focusing on the present, once again, coming back to the present, and then, of course, you want to have that end result. Like, what would you like that future self to look like? And maybe rather than a vision board, create that future self board of what your future self looks like, and imagine that each and every day. And Deborah, that will help you break through these repeating stories, because you know what? Now you're tapping into your future self. You're tapping into a different kind of expansive energy. And Dana's working on you right now, helping you through this. Please let us know if this information resonates with you, honey.
Yeah, her third eye was working on the third eye, being able to vision, have envision. And I love what you said, again, so when you repeat those stories, part of the conscious new habit of you is going to be, oh, there I go again. I'm repeating that story. I'm going to replace it. Just replace it with a new story. Oh, I'm going to, what do you want to be? What's your goal? I want to be whatever you want to be. So you're going to see yourself being that. And the minute you start repeating the old story, no, wait, cancel that. I'm going to just pop that new vision in your head and train yourself to change your focus of your energy. And that old habit will die away. Because you have to replace, it's good to replace, because otherwise we're like, I'm ruminating again. Let me put a new thought in there.
I agree. She says, I could feel the work. Oh, Deborah, honey. Yes, I'm glad you could feel it, because you know what? That's what this is about. Even though we are not working in person, we are, because you know what? That's exactly how energy works. We can connect and communicate with each other in magnificent ways and expansive ways that we never thought that we could. It's not just Zoom that we can connect with, but it's energy that we connect with, right? And through. And that's where we bring about healing. And so I want to thank all of you for being here. And Destiny, we already did a group healing and clearing, so please do go ahead and check that out. If you guys want to work closer with Dana, please do so. We're going to do one more really quick scan. Sandra, she would like a scan to see what's going on in her life. So let's just do a scan. All right, so it feels like there's an addiction coming through. Sandra, I don't know if that resonates with you. But there is an addiction coming through, and there is something that is changing in your field. There's something changing around you, and you can expect an end to some difficult situations that you're going through. But it's time to look at things from a different perspective, because you are at a temporary standstill, and it's important. It is so important for you to be yourself. So I'm sure Dana has some other information where she's scanned as well.
Yeah. So where I was immediately brought to is the back of your heart chakra, right in the middle of your back. And the word trust came up. So there's something, a trust issue going on. And again, this could be subconscious, see if this resonates. Or a lot of times people say, oh, I'm having that exact thing right now. But there is an issue in the back. And when it shows up in the back like that, it's like, okay, I'm looking over my shoulder. And whether that has to do, it felt like as soon as that was popping up, Deepa, when you said addiction, and I thought, oh yeah, like an energy sneaking up on you, feels related. But anyway, I was opening up the back of your heart chakra. And actually, now that I say that, also it's something behind you, but also my back is against the wall, feeling like maybe you are in a bind, or feel like you don't have a choice about something. So as I said, just opening up that energy behind you and getting rid of that stuckness, removing that.
Yeah,
block.
she says definite trust issues. And so just clearing the past and creating that path to the future of where we can trust. And I understand trust is very difficult, especially in this day and age. However, Sandra, the more intuitive you are, and the more clairs that are open for you, which is what I help people do, is open up their 8 clairs, and the more you're going to find who you can trust, what information you can trust, but yet still have that discernment, because we have to have that. Guys, I know we want to trust everybody and everything, and that's why when I was growing up I was always called naive and gullible, and I still am till this day, because I want to trust people. I believe in people. I believe in humanity. And sometimes I do get taken advantage of, right? So when I started to tap into my intuition and got stronger in that, I said, okay, I don't have to trust everything and everybody, but I can trust one thing, and that is my intuition. And I'm going to let that guide me into who I can and what I can trust, to allow me to open up the path that I'm on, and allow the people to be in my life that I can trust and who are going to guide me. So, we use trust in every aspect of our life, right? When you go to the bank, you need to trust the people there if you're getting a loan or whatever you're doing. People at work, coworkers, bosses, we want to create that trust. People at home, our loved ones, trust. It is such a huge, huge factor. So, Sandra, I thank you for bringing that up today, because that is the end of our healing show today. And I want to thank all of you. What is coming up, guys, is on April 28th. We do have an amazing show coming up, and it's called Releasing Collective Trauma Through the Nervous System. Okay. So, hello, Manira, and you are so welcome, honey. But we are going to be talking about the let me see where it is. The collective energies and the nervous system. And if you want to sign up for this specific talk, this interview that I'm going to be having with Lydia, then this is where you can sign up, guys. I'll also put it in the comments so that you can, and it's probably going to go to the top. So once we're done with the replay, you can hop into the comments and sign up for the collective trauma and nervous system masterclass. Okay, it is completely free. You'll be getting readings and healings, an opportunity to connect with Lydia and gather the information of what is collective trauma and how can I let go the collective trauma that's in my nervous system and get out of fight or flight. So this is going to be a really great topic that Lydia is bringing to us. She is an expert in this field, and she is a medical intuitive. So come and join us. I already put the link in the comments. It may have shot up to the top, so you might need to scroll, or when the replay shows up, just go ahead and look right at the comments and you'll see it right there. You can sign up right now. It's happening, I believe, April 28th. And I will see you guys there. If you're not already receiving my newsletters, you can go ahead and sign up right here or anandaforlife.com. That way you start to get all these wonderful free things that we are offering. And right now the Easter sale is going on. So don't forget to grab your favorite MP3s, sessions, and packages from myself and our healers. And I want to thank you all for being here. Lots of love and light, everybody. Thank you so much, Dana. Lots of love.
Thank you. Thank you.